There is one habit that 99% of men will never practice in their lifetime, and this single habit is the reason why women sometimes find themselves secretly obsessed with a particular man, unable to fully explain why. Pay close attention, because what you are about to read could completely change how you carry yourself, how people perceive you, and how attraction naturally flows towards you. This habit does not require money. It does not demand a chiseled physique, a high social status, or an extravagant lifestyle. Yet when you truly understand and master it, your very presence begins to create attraction, silently, powerfully, and without effort. Stay with this, because what most men overlook is quietly destroying their love lives without them even realizing it. Let's be clear about what this is not. It is not about buying expensive gifts to impress someone. It is not about faking confidence while feeling empty and confused on the inside. It is not about cheap tricks, smooth lines, or manipulative tactics. This goes far deeper than any of that, and the most remarkable part, it costs absolutely nothing. When you master this, you will unlock a level of respect and attraction that the vast majority of men will never experience in their entire lives. The secret is called Stoicism. When you hear that word, you might picture ancient philosophy, dusty textbooks, or thinkers from thousands of years ago. But in reality, Stoicism is one of the most practical and powerful tools a modern man can develop. At its core, Stoicism is the ability to control your response to life, not to control the world around you, not to control other people, but to master yourself. And when you develop this ability, you immediately gain an advantage that 99% of men simply do not have. Most men live emotionally. They react instead of respond. They take offense quickly, they get angry, frustrated, and flustered with ease. Their mood shifts constantly, and their behavior is driven by whatever fleeting feeling passes through them at any given moment. Here is the truth. Women are incredibly sensitive to this. They are drawn, almost magnetically, to men who remain calm under pressure. Men who don't panic when things go sideways. Men who don't lose their composure when the situation becomes chaotic or uncomfortable. Imagine this scenario. You are at a social gathering and something unexpected happens. The atmosphere shifts. Tension fills the room. Most men immediately start getting nervous. They talk too much, laugh awkwardly, try to fix things in a frantic, almost desperate way. But you stay calm. Your posture remains steady. Your voice stays controlled and measured. The people around you notice it. The women in the room feel it, and without a single word being spoken, they understand. This man is different. That is Stoicism in the real world. Here's a truth that most men completely miss. Women do not just listen to what you say, they pay very close attention to how you react under pressure. When you remain calm in a difficult moment, you send a powerful, unspoken message. I do not crumble easily. I do not give up. I am capable of handling life. I am a safe place. This energy is magnetic. This is exactly why emotionally unstable men do not create desire, they create doubt. Women cannot relax around men who are unpredictable or emotionally volatile. And a woman who cannot relax will never truly connect on a deep level. Research in psychology consistently shows that emotional stability is one of the most significant factors in attraction and long-term relationship satisfaction for women. Not drama, not emotional outbursts, not unpredictability, consistency. A man who shows up the same way on his best days and his worst days creates something rare and deeply valuable, a feeling of safety in a woman's nervous system. And that is where genuine, lasting attraction begins to grow. Now we get to the practical part, because all of this is useless without action. The first and most foundational rule of Stoicism is simple. Focus only on what you can control. Life will always bring problems. People will disappoint you. Plans will fall apart. Situations will not go the way you expected. You cannot control any of that. What you can always control, without exception, is your response. When something negative happens, most people react immediately. They complain. They explode. They make the situation worse. A stoic man pauses. He breathes. He thinks. And then he responds with clarity and calm. Not because he is emotionless, but because he is disciplined. When you practice this consistently, something extraordinary begins to happen. People start respecting you in a way they never did before. Women begin to feel genuinely comfortable around you. Your presence becomes powerful, not because you demand it, but because you earned it through self-mastery. Think about it this way. Have you ever been around someone who stayed completely calm when everyone else was panicking? How did that make you feel? Safer, more grounded, more trusting. That is exactly how women feel when they are around a man who has genuine control over his emotions. It creates a gravitational pull. You become what is known as an emotional anchor, and people, especially women, are deeply drawn to that. Here is a hard truth that many men struggle to accept. Women are not attracted to emotional chaos and uncertainty. They are not drawn to men who are constantly anxious, overthinking, or seeking validation. Women are attracted to men who are solid, grounded, and in control of themselves. Stoicism does not just create attraction, it also creates deep respect. Women respect men who do not chase approval, men who do not seek constant attention, men who remain steady when life pushes back hard against them. And here's the harsh reality that most men will never face. The 99% will keep chasing money, status, and surface-level tricks. They will keep believing that attraction comes from the outside, from what they own, what they look like, or what they can buy. But now you know the truth. True attraction comes from self-mastery. If a woman has lost interest in you, it was not because she was too complicated. If a relationship failed, that was not your destiny. If you experienced rejection, it was not because you were not good enough. It happened because you were playing the game without understanding the rules. Now you understand them. The only question left is simple. Will you use this knowledge, or will you nod your head, feel inspired for a moment, and then slip right back into old patterns? There is no magic here, no quick fixes, only a deep and genuine understanding of how attraction truly works, and the commitment to become the kind of man who embodies it. The habit that 99% of men will never develop is already within your reach. The decision is entirely yours.